Hello, Team Cancer. I'm going to be doing your monthly forecast reading for a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Rising for March 2019. I'll be using 2 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck. I'll be using the Spirit Song Tarot that works through animals, the Angel Dream Cards Oracle deck, and then I did just get this tarot deck called the Sakurai Bito Tarot. Thought I would share that one with you guys. Pretty lovely deck. Before I begin, I am going to do an energy clearing. Alright, so I shall start shuffling. Any intentions you have for this month, just visualize it going into the deck. Take a nice deep breath. And we'll see what comes up for you. And then I'll shuffle the oracle deck. And then last but not least, Spirit Song deck. All right, well, let's start. So with where you'll be at in this month of March, we have the Ace of Cups. Cups are water signs like you, Cancer, and Pisces and Scorpio. Give me a moment to reflect over this card. So I think you're coming into this month wanting to offer yourself a chance for new beginnings. And you're being very compassionate towards your emotions and what you're feeling in this month. Maybe you came out of a rough time the month prior, and now this, like, from being so hard on yourself and going through some difficult periods. And now you're like at a point emotionally where you want to be more compassionate and loving and tender to yourself. And just really start fresh again with, like, you know, a bright new beginning ahead of you and making some changes. You know, I feel like you're trying to offer yourself some more love in this situation, whether it's just you, like, being more attentive to your body and its needs, or, you know, you're putting more love into a relationship with somebody, or you're looking to find a relationship and you're putting a lot of love into that and finding new beginnings and, you know, seeking to explore the horizons and finding a partner, you know, and you're, you know, being very compassionate towards this individual you're seeking or that you're already partnered with. And you're just pouring a lot of love into it, and you're devoting, like, your heart into it, and you're just, you feel like a full cup in this situation, like you're overflowing with so much love. I definitely feel like, you know, whatever you're devoting your heart to this month is going to be something that's going to end up giving back to you energetically, and that's why you're pouring all your energy into it and you're investing in it. But before I can continue, I'll pull the next card. So for your inner focus this month, we have a reversed Six of Swords. Swords are air signs: Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Give me a moment to go over this. So I think that, you know, lately you've been dealing with some challenges and delays, and maybe, you know, getting what you're really putting all your love into right now, whether it's a committed relationship with somebody or finding that right partner that you're seeking emotionally to fulfill you, or you to fulfill them. I feel like that whatever you're devoting your heart to right now is just kind of reaching a delay, because maybe there's some aspects to the situation that are challenging, that aren't really easy to move through. Maybe it could be your own like inner pain and turmoil that you went through in the past that could be getting in the way of making progress and moving forward in your emotions and what you're setting your heart to. Because if you're still dealing with leftover pain that brought you down in the past, that same pain could be the reason why you're not channeling in the opportunities that you're wanting to offer your love into and devote yourself to, and channeling in that, you know, that kind of connection with somebody or just with yourself. You have to release some pain and some sad memories in order to make space for new beginnings to take shape into your life and give you more love in the areas that have been needing it. So yeah, before I go on though, I am going to pick the next card for the outer focus. For the outer focus, we have a reverse the Hermit. Give me another moment to go over this. Yeah, so I think that you've been dealing with a lot of depression, and you've been isolating yourself and withdrawing yourself, you know, maybe from being open to finding that new relationship and meeting somebody, even though within your heart, you know, you really want to devote your heart to something special. I feel like, you know, there is something you've really been wanting. I feel like you want love, whether it's just, you know, feeling more loved within yourself, or wanting a relationship with somebody, like in a romantic partnership. I feel like just somewhere your needs aren't being met, and that's where you're feeling this depression and isolation, and you're just really wanting to pour love into those areas that are hurting. But you feel like maybe the safest way to go about this pain, or this way of giving yourself love, is isolating yourself and detaching yourself and hiding away from the places or people that might bring about these kind of feelings in you. Or you could just be afraid to put yourself out there, put your heart on the line again, to find the right person to settle down with as a partner. This can really go so many different ways, because even if it's not romance, this could just be the relationship with yourself. Like, you've really been needing to pour more love to yourself and give more to yourself in ways of self-worth, but I think there's areas where maybe you felt like you weren't deserving, or you haven't been able to feel that love and to feel that companionship within yourself, because you're kind of drowning in your sorrow and in your depression. And it's really just overwhelming you, and it's disconnecting you from those around you. Like, even if you're single and you're not in a partnership, it could be disconnecting you from family and friends, just being in this headspace that you're in with the emotions that you're feeling. Definitely something to really like reflect over and ask yourself, like, what areas do I need to pour more love into that have been deprived and going through a drought, you know, that really need some nourishing? if you can like look over those areas when you're in that time alone and find a way to heal those areas and come back out into the open again, I feel like it could help you heal through this really difficult period, and you can feel that, you know, that place of love within you again. Before I say more though, I'm going to go to the next card. So how you're going to thrive this month, we have a reversed Nine of Cups. Give me a moment to go over this card. So I think what could hold you back from thriving this month is having these expectations, like these really difficult expectations of yourself, and being unrealistic in the areas of just what maybe you're desiring to have, but it's a little like, how should I put this? Like it's a standard you're setting for yourself that isn't realistic to the reality. And so that's where you could be coming up with some failure in certain areas, and that's maybe what could be adding to your depression. Like, there's no need to be so hard on yourself, Cancer. There's no need to take on so much that it's hurting your heart. I just think that you can only bite off as much as you can chew. And if you're placing unrealistic expectations on yourself or other people, that can lead to like emotional letdowns and disappointments. And honestly, like, those are the areas where you need to like be more humble and be more loving to yourself, and find a way to like calm that kind of energy down, and know that like you need to let things naturally unravel instead of pushing things to go the way you're maybe expecting them to. And maybe when you finally make peace with that, that's what can really help you thrive, is not having any unrealistic expectations and just allowing the process to flow in a way that's fluid instead of forced. So, and then that way it would feel less painful for you. So that's what I'm getting for how you can thrive this month. For your struggle this month, we have a reversed the Lovers. Definitely feeling like there's something going on in the realm of romance, but let me reflect over this for a second. So I think that your struggle is you could have went through a breakup. There might have been a separation in a relationship, and it's been very hard for you to bear, and it's put you back into your shell, and you've been isolating yourself from people, and you've been depressed, and that's where you've been needing some love in those areas. This is only for Cancers that are going through a separation from a relationship, a breakup, and where they're feeling that disconnect in that area. If you weren't in a relationship and you're not going through a breakup, this could just be like, you know, you going through some kind of imbalance in an area in your life that's been causing you a lot of pain, and you could be feeling disconnected from yourself and from those around you and your environment, and maybe being in conflict with those that you deal with. It can go in various ways, but there is some kind of imbalance with a relationship or relations, or with an environment, or with yourself. There's definitely some kind of disconnect happening, and that's where all these really heavy emotions and feelings are dragging you down and making you want to stay in your shell. Because as a Cancer, you guys are really good at being in your shell. When you get hurt, you guys are very sensitive beings. So when someone does you wrong, like, you stay in your shell to stay as safe as possible as long as you can, and as long as you choose to. I feel like you need to find a way to come out of your shell again and like reconnect with your environment, with yourself, and loving those tender areas that need some healing, because I feel like that's really what you're going to need to get through this struggle, or else it's just going to keep holding you back from moving forward from this situation. But before I continue, I think it's time for me to pull the next card for the advice for you this month. And we have Nettle, Boundaries, and Caution. Let me read this card to you. This card is warning you to maintain your boundaries. There is a situation that needs to be approached with caution and respect. Heed the red flags, be gentle with yourself, and take care to protect yourself. Nettle is a plant of maternal and metaphysical protection that encourages adaptability and flexibility. This herb helps shield you from harmful energies. It provides deep nourishment, teaches healthy boundaries, and keeps away negativity and danger. Consider drinking nettle tea for blood health and stimulating nourishment. You need to be more adaptable and flexible in this current environment. Yeah, so Cancer, I feel like that's a really good reminder to let you know, like, you need to set boundaries and stop letting this energy affect you in ways that are holding you down, anchoring you down, like isolating you from everybody, including yourself. Finding ways to love those areas that have been hurting. Be cautious of others and protect yourself from people who can hurt you and harm you, especially if you've been in a relationship and you're coming out of one, or you are in a toxic relationship, or in just any environment that could be not treating you fairly. You have to find a way to protect yourself from getting hurt again, and finding a way to adapt to these changes and being flexible to the process that you're in right now, and knowing that you can get past it. But you just need to be cautious next time about how you go about like a situation like this, and when you're in it and how you're going to react to it. And then find a way to like adapt to the results that you get in this situation that you're in. And just being flexible with the fact that this is where you're at right now, and accepting that, you know, when you can just allow things to occur the way they are meant to appear in your life, then that's when you can find a way to make peace with the difficulties of what you're seeing and move forward from it. So the lesson we have for you this month, we have a reverse 3 of shells, playfulness and bliss, and it's the dolphin. The shells in this deck are the cups, and that's water signs, like you, Cancer. I'm also going to read this card to you. Okay. Delivering the medicine of playfulness and bliss, Dolphin encourages you to honor your achievements in life. He's here to guide you in nurturing the seeds of life, finding joy in all that is ahead of you. Celebrate with others, sharing good times together and mutual accomplishment. Dance in the waters of good fortune as you tap into the stream of wonderful possibilities. Remain grateful for your blessings and nourish your relationship with your emotional growth. Know that fulfillment is realized through love. Be open to both giving and receiving it, and allow it to expand. Create new plans and find new interests. Push forward as there are great things to accomplish. Keywords: emotional imbalance, overindulgence, alienation, postponed event. Yeah, Cancer, so really just find a way to open up again and allow yourself to receive love and give yourself love when it is very much needed for you right now. And really find a way to like create a new plan for yourself and how you're going to get out of this situation and move forward from it. And find some new things that keep you focused and distracted away from these feelings that are really heavy and negative and intense, to like help you work through this like difficult period that you're dealing with right now, and that will help push you forward to find greater things in your life. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting from that. So I hope this reading was helpful to you, Cancer. If you want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the description link box below, go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and send me a message. Or you can go to my Facebook page and Mystic Yasmin and book a session with me from there. Other than that, Cancer, have a blessed day, and until next time.